Okay, so we got this guy right here. We got the level Venom. That's the name of the card. And if you don't know what Venom is or love is or of is, dictionaries are all around us. Don't be illiterate. No, but seriously though, I like this card only because of the effects I put on here. Well, basically, the idea of the card was the character is a fusion between Bane and Barrett. So I thought he was like an overpeat. Like I took the tank into like a real aspect of a tank. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy's a tank on a tank on a tank. Um, so what I was trying to do here was to show the Bane pump up sequence without showing the Titan version. Like you know, how Bane just always like seems to be fed Venom. I feel like if he pushes a button, that you know he should be fed Venom and stuff. And so yeah, um, that's literally like my explanation of it right there. Like I think that goes without saying. And it's a heal card. It's a card to heal him specifically. Um, and he uses it as a charge because he needs it to get to his Titan form, the big giant version of Bane ish. But it's not Bane. It's a different character. It's Bane Barrett. Copyright and all that good jazz. So I really wanted that effect that like he's getting high or like he's on drugs and I didn't want like the stereotypical drug feel, which I kind of ended up doing anyway with like a lot of rainbows and stuff like that. But I wanted a different feel, and I didn't get it, but I was still okay and or all right with the process. The card came out like it was I guess meant to. As you can see, I'm showing like little notches or whatever and like these tubes, like these ball like substances. And hold on, something just like it bit me. I'm sorry. Um, uh, so yeah, you see those balls in those tubes? That's not liquid. Those are quote unquote the unofficial official materia like substances that is all over the place that you see because I really didn't know like a better word to like call it as and all that good jazz. So yeah, but the thought process is real. The thought process is real. It's very real. So yeah, so those are just the balls that are just pumping through his veins and or I don't know like segments of liquid, even though it's not really liquid or balls or crystals. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna skip around to when we start doing some other things. So yeah, keep watching. Got any questions? Don't be afraid to ask. .4 minutes and 20 seconds in, and I am basically just right here. I'm just doing a bigger version of it of his head. I think that was like necessary and like a little bit of overlay or overlap or whatever you want to call it to really emphasize like his perspective is being changed or at least a little bit of hallucination. And I'm gonna do the heartbeat thing too, so there's that. So yeah, that was my thought process behind that. Just make it feel like he's changing perspective. Oh man, you probably thought I was gone or whatever. And by the way, it's like 13 minutes and 20 seconds into this already. So yeah, now I'm back. Just skipping around trying to find an appropriate place to come back in. And here I am adding some of the tattoos. Yeah, it looks like veins at first. I think that was my fault. I didn't do that right. Or are those the veins? Hold on, wait, time out. Was I making? Oh, those are the scars that's on his body. I forgot about those. I'm not going front. I did forget about those. Now those are the tattoos because I remember the coloring is different. So the scars on his body, the tattoos. So because I wanted originally like the scars to like light up, like to show like his blood is now changing and becoming these like this this highly concentrated of chemicals, basically lighten him up and make him look like a scorpion from the inside with like through the open pores. But I'm not sure if I went with that decision because I mean the final card it does look a lot muddier, not muddier, but more psychedelic than I thought it would, and yeah, um, I really wish I was on drugs when I made this because that way I would have at least got the feel right or at least had way more fun while doing it. But I don't think I did. So kudos to me. Clean and sober doing this, and yeah, I'm gonna skip around again until yeah. So okay, so 16 minutes and 50 seconds in is when I started experimenting with some of the stuff and a lot of it comes down to like the spectrum and the rainbow and whatnot. I don't know why a lot of my stuff is affiliated with that, like the whole rainbow thing. I think it's just because like when you're on certain drugs, everything looks brighter and you get to see the like separation of colors, and that's like a pure sign that you're under the influence. Like when you're drunk and you're like staring at some lights and stuff like that, and the light starts to basically shift and start distorting, and then you see like a rainbow effect, or when you're under other substances, you start to see that, especially when you're on caffeine. When you're high off of caffeine, sometimes you also get that as well. And yeah, so yeah, I man, really don't know what I was trying to do here, but it semi works. It doesn't really work, but what I how I achieved it was basically those little sand dust thingies and all that good stuff like that. I I made that its own layer, and then I made the rainbow layer, and then I made the rainbow layer only be attached or clipped to that layer. So like it will clip the rainbow to the shape of it. Or nope, wait, hold on, nope, I'm lying. Wait, what did I do? No, I masked that. Okay, that was a mask. Okay, I'm saying how I would have done it now, but yeah, I guess back then I just used a mask. I'm looking at the layer right now, and it's like, oh yeah, mask. So yeah, and when after that effect, after I applied that effect, I felt like personally it was just like print and done. So I kind of phoned it in afterwards, if I'm not mistaken, and it gets interesting. Um, I'll come in and comment again, if need be, but I think it kind of is self-explanatory after that. So I'm gonna say like, subscribe, all that good jazz like that. I mean, you know how YouTube works. I'm not gonna like force you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta live your life the way you want to live it. So you know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna force you to do things. So yeah, just gonna skip around and yeah. So All right, so 27 minutes in, I am pretty much distorting this guy and trying to get the background image of him to be not clear, but semi clear, just clear enough that you can understand what's going on or what's behind him, but not like too distorted where it's just like this amalgamation of mess, whereas like you have to do a lot of thinking to achieve that. But yeah, at this point, I'm really just experimenting, and I didn't know what to really like how to really end at. So yeah, but later on, I do add like just take it just the whole entire image and then just duplicate it and then add it like make it bigger and then start to slowly eliminate like through a mask what you see. So that way it doesn't like completely overlap confusion, but just enough to let you know like oh things are like popping out, distorting and stuff. And yeah, the end result is pretty much yeah, it's pretty much is what it is. Once again, like I'm proud of what I did for what I did and how I did it, and experimenting as much as I did. But yeah, no, it could have been done better, like especially now. But let me know what you think. Stay up and all that good jazz.